Hey, what's up? Just wanted to shed a little light on where I'm at with this right now, what my plans are for this right now, and all that other fun shit. So without further ado, let me try to get this working for us here. Trying to get some light. Come on, you stupid. There, alright. Here is, I was using this to comparatively size up a kitchen sink for it, and we'll get into that here in a minute. My tank, there's my Chinese water dragon in there. He's wigging out because I just changed a few things up on him. Sorry, buddy. Oh, did you eat? Aha, good boy. Alright, sorry, he's been having troubles eating lately. I don't know what his deal is. Here's the top of my tank. This is completely removable. As you see, it's got a little lip on the back there, and it seals up nice and tight. My plans are, and I saw somebody with an Anoli tank, this is going on YouTube. I can't remember the username, I'm really sorry, but he was talking about magnets, and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, is just lining like a magnet, like I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the top. That way I can actually give myself the ability to add more on top later. If I want to just take this off and put like another unit up top to give him more climbing space or something, it'll leave me the option. I'm also planning eventually someday, when he's a little more full grown, to either add to the side or to the top, so that would be a wonderful option right there. Inside the tank, that is out a little too far to have the light penetrate it, and you son of a bitch. Alright. Sorry, it's a digital camera I'm using, not a actual thing. Here's the inside of the tank. It's got staples in there. I've already decided that I'm going to be using fiberglass in here at a later date, so that this will be just fine until then. Here it's lined with felt. I haven't finished it all over here in the corner yet, because I'm going to have to do some work along this level right here. That's why there's not anywhere near as many staples down there as you see with the reflection of them up here. You see this board right here? I left a little bit of a recessed edge on it. I don't know if you can see the recessed edge. Just a little bit, not a whole hell of a lot. I plan on using that in conjunction with something over here, another board, and I'm placing a kitchen sink in here. A kitchen sink measures 22 inches deep typically. I'm planning on installing an outboard, or excuse me, an out of tank fish filter, running it into the whatever. The size of the unit right now is about 2 feet deep. It's 5 feet tall and 4 feet wide. Well, you know what? Maybe I have that. Might be 5 feet wide also. I don't know, I'm kind of retarded right now, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get back on track. The front doors, once again, I'm going to be using magnets with these. I'm just going to groove out the back edge. As you can see how I did this, I layered it over, and just to be sure that the dragon can't hurt himself, seeing as how the screen is done the way I did it. If you look at how those doors close, there's actually wood behind it, so it's actually a sectioned off area. So it rests right there, and then there's a good inch of screen before it actually gets into the back area. And once again with this, I'll probably be using magnets. I don't know where I'll place them, but the neodymium magnets, very strong. I actually have some in my kitchen. Actually, I have some on my door that holds notices for the mailman and shit on my door, because they're retarded and don't know how to look in my mailbox. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Once I get the kitchen sink in and everything, I'll probably start looking into getting the felt out and everything and working on it. His living space for the time being is, as you can see, he's a relatively small guy. He's not real big. This is a 40-gallon breeder tank, and he's under 2 feet right now. I'd say he's probably 18 inches in length tops. Probably actually a little less, probably more like 16 or so. That's from tip to tip. This is a 40-gallon breeder tank, just to give you a rough idea on what you're looking at as far as size. Here he is. Let me see if I can get you a better image of him. What's going on there, Manny boy, huh? Ah, I got the big open mouth for me. He does that a lot. I don't know why he's been opening his mouth a lot. He's just been doing that all the time lately. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know whether he's too hot or there's not enough humidity. I've been trying to keep it. Oh, the humidity keeps going down. That's at 56 right now. That's not good. 78 degrees. Nice and warm. That's probably why he's chilling next to his water. I just changed and cleaned his water. But yeah, there's his cage. Some people were asking me about water basins in their tank. This is what I'm using in my 40-gallon breeder tank. Right there is my water filter. It's a very basic little turtle filter. It's got a little carbon filter section and a sponge, and actually 2 sponges in a carbon filter section. It's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. I have to change my water frequently, and what I do to do that, and I just did it today like I said, is I use this clear polybutylene or polyethylene, I'm not sure which one this is, I think it's polyethylene hose, the acrylic tubing basically, and I attach it to my circulation pump, which if you can see it right back there, it's the one underneath the green thing with the white label on it. I just attach it to that and pump the water out into a bucket, clean it out. I know you're supposed to sanitize and clean everything, and I do. I have rubbing alcohol and shit, and every once in a while I'll pull it out and I'll nail it really good. But normally I wipe it down and try to clean it up pretty good and put fresh water in. I'm pretty good about doing it. And Manny, he's a little thin. As you can see, I just drowned some mealworms and some vitamins and gave the crickets something to munch on. They've actually, either he ate one or the crickets ran off with one. I'm not sure. But I've been feeding them these giant mealworms. I just pulled them out of the fridge for goods today, so I gotta be sure to get through them before they start turning into beetles, because I don't feel like breeding any of them. Let's see, what else, Manny? What else can we tell them? You got that brown spot on your nose still. It hasn't come off, but hopefully we can do something with that. Still hitting them with the Nature's Reptile Vita Spray, and still trying to give him this liquid vitamin stuff on his food. In conjunction, I'm giving his crickets the orange cubes also. As you can see, there was 1 orange cube in there, and there's a container full of them. Started feeding them this instead of just the dry stuff. I haven't gotten the calcium supplement yet, but we'll get to it. In the meantime, I think between everything, he's getting some relatively well gut-packed crickets, and with, you know, electrolyte vitamins on them, and he's getting D3 plus the UVB. What I've got right now set up here is the UVB's been bugging him. I think he's been keeping his eyes closed an awful lot. So what I've done is I've been trying to not use it as frequently. I know he needs it. But, oh Manny, you lost it. You lost your balance, buddy. What are you doing? Maybe I should, maybe I could glue a little felt on that for you, give you something to climb on. We can just tear it off and put some more back on. Then I've got, this isn't UVB, or maybe it used to be. It doesn't say specifically on the UVB, but it is a daylight bulb. It actually makes my tank look a lot better than the UVB does. I like the bluish tint it brings into everything. And then I've got just a regular light bulb just for a little bit of heat. It's not a basking lamp. His tank stays nice and warm pretty well anyway. That's actually being measured from the left side, not this side. I'm leaving this over top of the water just to try to keep the humidity up. It's at 61 right now. I don't know why, but I have to just keep watering it, and the soil's getting so moist, and that's just going to give me mites really quickly, so I don't know. That's why my plans are to use a fiberglass thing. I might, if I do a fiberglass, I might put the board across with in conjunction with the sink. I might put a like a digging pit over here if I do use a fiberglass, or over here. I'm not sure which side the tank will be on, but just cut a piece of of wood out, maybe put a trash bag in there that's a little bit, I don't know, maybe 6 inches, a foot deep at best, just whatever, and I can have a nice little fiberglass pit in there where I can put some dirt in there so we can dig. That'll be really easy to clean out. You can also do the same kind of idea if you want to make a water pit instead of using a kitchen sink. I just want to use a kitchen sink because it'll be a lot easier and user friendly. But yeah, that's the deal. There's Manny. There's my tank setup. Any suggestions, ideas, help me out. But here you go.